So in my last video, I have explained what are called haloalkanes. Now today's video, I will explain what is called as alkyl halide. So these alkyl halides are generally written as RX, where R is the alkyl group, where R is the alkyl group or alkyl group, whatever you say, okay, alkyl group. Now this can be what from alkene, when one hydrogen is removed, then it is called alkyl halide. Suppose say we have here, last time I told you also methane in that video, methyl. Okay, now this methyl become methyl halide, which can be X. So here alkyl group is methyl. Okay, alkane is here methane. Alkyl group is what? Methyl. So from this I get, suppose say X I have replaced by say chlorine. I will get methyl chloride. Okay, methyl chloride. Now this is what is called as alkyl halide. So monohalogen derivatives of alkanes are called alkyl halides. So I can write here that monohalogen derivatives of alkanes are called alkyl halides. Okay, so monohalogen derivative alkane are called alkyl halide. Now example of this I have already given there, methyl chloride. Example CH3Cl and C2H5Cl and so on. Okay. Now this monohalogen derivative, how they are classified? Classification of alkyl halide. Classification of alkyl or alkyl halides. Okay, now these are classified as what is called as primary, secondary, so I'll write directly here, classified as primary A, I'll put here primary alkyl halide. Okay, now these primary alkyl halides are what? So halogen is bonded to the primary carbon, then they are called primary alkyl halide. So here halogen bonded to the primary carbon. Okay, now what is primary carbon first of all? Suppose say we have here methyl chloride. We have here say ethyl bromide. And here we say we have here CH3, CH2, CH2I. Now just see this, three different compounds I have written, but all these are primary. What is that here? Halogen bonded to this carbon. This is a special case where one carbon with three hydrogen attached to that CH then this is also primary alkyl halide. Remember, this is a specific part. Here, this is primary, okay, because this carbon is bonded to one carbon and to that halogen is bonded. So when the halogen is bonded to the primary carbon, then this is called as primary alkyl halide. So here, if you just see, this halogen is bonded to the carbon which is primary. Now what is primary carbon? A carbon bonded to another carbon. That carbon is called primary. This carbon is also bonded to another carbon. Therefore, this is also primary. Okay. So here, this is one specific. With methyl group and halogen, this is one carbon by itself. So this is also primary. Now B, let us say the second one, which is say, I'll put it as B. Secondary alkyl halide. Secondary alkyl halide. So remember what is primary carbon, huh? So secondary alkyl halide. Now in this case, the halogen is bonded to the secondary carbon and this halogen bonded to the primary carbon. Here now we'll say what? Halogen bonded to the secondary carbon. Secondary carbon. Now halogen or halogens here, huh? Remember, say. Well, what is the secondary carbon C? Suppose I'll give one example first. CH3, CH, CH3. Okay. Now here, this carbon is bonded to two other carbon. So carbon bonded to two other carbon, then that carbon is called secondary carbon. Okay. And if the halogen is bonded to that carbon, then the compound is called secondary alkyl halide. Okay. So this one is secondary. So what is primary carbon? You should know. Now what is called secondary also you must know. So what is secondary carbon? A carbon bonded to two other carbon. That becomes secondary. So another example I'll give you. Suppose CH3, CH, here say I, and say CH2, CH3. So this will be also secondary carbon. Why? Because this carbon is bonded to two other carbon and halogen is bonded to that carbon. So secondary carbon is a carbon bonded to two other carbon, and if the halogen is bonded to that carbon, that halogen that compound or alkyl halide is called the secondary alkyl halide. Then we have here C, what is called as tertiary alkyl halide. Tertiary alkyl halide. So here in this case, halogen is bonded to the tertiary carbon. So we can see here halogen bonded to the tertiary carbon. Okay. Now let me give an example here only, I'll write. So suppose say I have here example of this. Say CH3, CH3, CH3 and say I. So this carbon here is a tertiary carbon. So here in this case, halogen is bonded to the tertiary carbon. What is the tertiary carbon? A carbon bonded to three other carbon. Then that carbon is called tertiary carbon. So now I have just in my this video, so I have explained what is called as alkyl halide first, and then the classification as primary, secondary and tertiary. So please go through it very well so that you can understand what is called as primary alkyl halide, what is called as secondary alkyl halide and what is called as tertiary alkyl halide. Okay. So I'll now next video I will explain to you all what is known as the sp2 hybridized carbon, sp3 hybridized carbon, what is called as sp2 hybridized carbon and what is called as sp hybridized carbon. Okay. So just study this, huh?